Having invisible illnesses freaking suck because people can't see how much pain you're in. I'm in pain all the time. Right now, I'm in pain. My back hurts. So I have fibromyalgia. This isn't a video that I thought I would ever have to do. And honestly, it's kind of hard for me to talk about because I was just diagnosed a few days ago. To start out, I want to say that I've had chronic pain for 3 years now. I'm 21, so it started around when I was 19. The pain started with lower back pain. I think that what triggered the pain was the jobs I had been working at. I worked at one store where I had to bend and lift up heavy containers, and the other job that I worked at a few months later, I worked in a deli. I had to move this very heavy meat slicer by myself, and you had to pull it. And so I think that the bending motion and pulling, I know that my back hurt doing that, so therefore it took me a year after to put two and two together that could be where my pain started. I've had so many health issues over the past 3 years. Ever since I graduated high school, my health has been a nightmare. I had a very, very bad case of hand, foot, and mouth disease. I may include photos which are kind of graphic. It was the worst pain I've ever been in my life. I do think that my immune system is compromised at some sort of level because I am constantly sick. Just recently, I had a sinus infection, was put on antibiotics, it went away for about 4 days, and then it came right back. And I'm still trying to get over it. All this being said, at first, my family doctor, was just like, okay, you're in pain here, you can see if these help. And of course, so I tried many a different painkiller because the pain was so horrible. And the thing is, it wouldn't go away. It was constant for so long. And so I would go on these meds, but they wouldn't help, so then I'd be put on different ones. Eventually got to the point where my body went through withdrawals when I got off one of them. And that was when I decided I no longer wanted to deal with taking painkillers, so I just stopped. I instead began taking just Advil, and I just kind of went into a really dark period where I was so sick and I was in so much pain that I was laying on the couch most hours of the day because I couldn't do anything. There was a point where I was so sick that I barely ate. I lost 25 pounds in a month just because of how little I was eating. Of course, I gained that all back once my health got a little better. No doctors could tell me what was wrong. I went to so many different doctors, and I had MRIs done, I had this, I had that, but there was no answer for me. And when I got to my new family doctor, his answer was, you have chronic lower back pain, there's nothing you can do about it. That's sort of a red flag when a doctor is that idiotic that just is like, nothing you can do about it. He also did not give me pain meds, and when I asked for pain meds, he gave me like very low dose pain meds. And you guys have to realize that I've been on high pain meds. We're talking like Dilaudid 4s, like it's intense for someone my age, and how many medications I have been on. But my doctor, just kind of said, there's nothing you can do about it. You can try going to the chiropractor. Now, I live in Canada, so my healthcare is free, but when it comes to the chiropractor, it's not free. I can't work because of how much pain I'm in, and I haven't been able to work since those last jobs because my body has just been in so much pain. It's hard to talk about because I've never talked about this. I've never talked about my health issues, but I want to because I know I'm not alone. But having invisible illnesses freaking suck because people can't see how much pain you're in. I'm in pain all the time. Right now, I'm in pain. My back hurts really bad because I'm sitting in a chair and I'm not sitting on my couch. But you know what? I have to sit through it because there's nothing I can do. Fast forward to I started going to the chiropractor. This was when I was still very sick and I wasn't eating much. I ended up having a seizure in, I want to say, July of 2018. Me and my friend Haley, we were going to go to the river, and out of nowhere, I took a step, and my right leg from the knee down would just start convulsing, and then I was like, okay, that's weird. And then when I took a step, I seized. My whole body seized. Haley said that my tongue was between my teeth and I went blue because I had quit breathing. I hit the ground hard. Looked. It was not a pretty sight. I'm gonna go at full depth into the seizure in a different video, but after my seizure, I had to go to specialists after specialists, and I had to, you know, go see all these people. And it was funny because for once people were listening, these doctors were listening, but it wasn't for my pain, it was for my seizure. Eventually it came back that I was okay. I didn't have any serious issues, although I do have some speech impediments now, memory. I can't focus very easily. I'm slower than I used to be, and that in itself is very frustrating. But months after that, I have high blood pressure. If you want to say it's because I'm fat.
Bitch, try again.
Because when I fucking lost 25 pounds, that was when it started. That was when I had high blood pressure. I was put on blood pressure medication. I'm 21. I shouldn't have to be on all this medication. I'm on anxiety meds, antidepressants. I have to be on blood pressure meds. I had to go off of an antidepressant because it could increase my likelihood of having a seizure. Medication-wise, it's just messed up. So then, fast forward to now, my back pain has gotten worse. I do go see the chiropractor every week, and it helps. It makes life more livable, but it doesn't fix it. You know, it sucks because the pain used to be just in my lower back, and I can't even remember what it feels like to not be in pain. And that's the harsh reality of it. I can't remember what it was like to not be in pain because I'm in pain all the time. The pain has went from my lower back to now it is from my pelvis and hips, all of my back, shoulders, neck, especially at the base of my skull, temples. It is everywhere to my freaking hips. My legs and everything are fine. It's just the upper half. My arms are fine. It's just for some reason, like, everything else. The funny thing is with my diagnosis is my doctor is such a fool. He had the audacity when my mom and dad went with me because I was so uncomfortable because I knew that I would not get anything out of seeing this doctor because they don't care. And mom asked, well, could she have fibromyalgia? Because so many people I know have said, you kind of sound like you have this, you should, you know, get tested. And it's a test of, okay, you don't have this, this, and this must be this. And he said, yes, she has fibromyalgia, but you can call it that if you like. That just kind of, it doesn't change anything. It's something that can't be fixed. And I know for a fact some people can get on medication and it can help. So the fact that this doctor has the audacity to be like,
nothing changes. You have fibromyalgia, but nothing changes.
Having a diagnosis in a way is bittersweet because after 3 years I finally have a name to my pain, but that doesn't fix it, and it never will because fibromyalgia is chronic and I will probably have to deal with this the rest of my life. And as someone who's only 21 and I haven't gotten to live my life, it's scary because I want nothing more than to be able to go out with my friends. I want to be able to do whatever I want, but I can't. I depend on my parents. I depend on my boyfriend. I depend on people. I live 5 blocks away from a Taco Bell. If my friend wants to go there, I can't walk there because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it back without being in incredible pain. The more things I do, I will try to pick stuff up off the floor. But if I do that, I know I'm going to be putting myself in more pain. It just kind of feels hopeless. And sometimes there is that bottomless pit of, am I ever going to get better? And I don't know. I don't know. I've been in some dark places mentally. My depression, anxiety had been so bad. I'm finally on meds that help control that, but there's still those thoughts of hopelessness because am I ever going to be okay? I don't know. Am I ever going to have a time where I won't be in pain for more than a day? More recently than not, I have had more good days than I used to. It used to be I had maybe one good day a month. The rest was horrible. I'm finally getting more time, and I never have a full day without pain. That isn't how it works for me. I have less pain, or I'm able to do a bit more before the pain starts. And honestly, I have to take each day by the minute. 1 minute I could be fine, the next I could be feeling miserable. Right now, the pain in my neck, it's agony. And I honestly think that having an invisible illness that no one can see is probably one of the toughest things, because I have 3 invisible illnesses. And to have illnesses that can't be cured is hard. But being able to have a word, a name to what is wrong, at least gives me something. I have something that I can learn more about to try and better myself. Maybe I can go see a specialist who may be able to help me, because it's not the end of the road for me. I'm only 21 and I want to live my life. And it's hard because I want to be active and fit, but I'm in so much pain. I can't clean my own room. And it's hard. And I don't know a ton about fibromyalgia. I just know from people who have it, who I know. And, you know, with all the health issues I've had, the pain every day is the worst, because I feel so useless at home because I can't do anything. When I do try to do stuff, it hurts. But I try to do what I can when I'm feeling up to it. And if it's too much, I know I have to stop myself. I'm very open about my feelings and about everything I go through. I think it's finally time that I start posting videos about it, because it's not only a journal entry for me, but maybe it'll help someone else. If I want to end on anything, I want to tell you that you're not alone. Whether you have chronic pain or any other type of illness, you're not alone. There are many people who care and will be there for you. I know for me, if I didn't have my parents and my boyfriend, I don't know what I would do. They are so loving and caring, and they never once have made me feel bad for what I am able to do and what I'm not able to do. And I'm lucky in that sense, and I know I am, because a lot of people don't have supportive family. But I know without my family, I wouldn't be here today. Yeah, I'd like to end off on a more positive note and say that I was able to do my makeup today. That is an accomplishment for me, because usually I don't get to do my makeup. Usually I'm in too much pain. And I am going to be in more pain now because I've been doing this for a while. I'm still proud of myself. It's the little things that matter in life. And if I've learned anything, it's not to take anything for granted anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, let me know, and I will definitely talk more about my struggles. I do want to talk about some story times eventually. Like, I have some, I'm willing to speak about my deepest, darkest secrets, because maybe it'll help someone.